How is it doing, everyone? How's it going? Fresh morning. It is about 6:30, and there's only one reason that we'd be at the shop at 6:30 in the morning, and that's because it's a port day. So we are getting everything we need to head out to the port to pick up a vehicle that just came in. So I'm just filling my backpack up with all needed supplies. And then we are going to get on the road and pick this car up. This is a car I've been talking about for a couple weeks now, or a couple months probably at this point. We got a bunch of parts ready for it. So it's gonna start a little build off on it. Get it looking right. See what it's all about. But yeah, we're on our way to Jersey, Dirty Jers. After me and DJ just went to Jersey 2 days ago, and now I'm going back. It's a terrible thing. But I will see you guys on the road, and we will go get this car. Let's do it. Driving through New York is the worst. You like driving through New York?
Nope, not at all. It blows.
We've hit traffic about fucking 5 times so far.
Yes.
Sat there.
About a half hour of traffic.
Yeah, probably about a half hour. Probably not too bad, but
Yeah, could have been worse.
we are only a half hour away from the port, so we're actually doing pretty good. So I will see you guys there.
This, if I can see. George Washington.
Fucking hate George Washington.
Oh, that's the city. The shitty city.
All right, so we got the car out of the port, and this is what we got. Another Sima. This one is a GT. So this one is a 3.0 TR, which is the Gran Turismo, and our Grand Touring, whatever you want to call it. And this one's just way cooler than the other one. So I sold the other one, and I plan on keeping this one. We got a lot of parts for it. It's actually in really good shape too. It's only got 40,000 miles on it, and it's got a VQ turbo in it. So we're gonna drive this thing home. The interior is way nicer than the other one too, just because it's like sportier. It's all black. It's got the perforated wheel. 70,000 kilometers, which is about 40,000 miles. And all kinds of like little things. Got the extended mirror on top. All kinds of cool shit. But this thing is super cool. And it runs really well. So we're gonna drive this home, and then we'll take a better look at it once we get back to the shop. There is the city. We're driving home in the Sima. And this thing drives so nice. Minus the tires. I got a little shake from the tires because the tires are smoked. But the rest of this thing, it runs fucking awesome. And it's really very clean. So, score in my book, I would say, because it's actually a lot nicer than I thought it was. The pictures made it look worse, and that usually is not the case. Usually the pictures make it look a lot better than it is, but in this case, the car was a lot nicer than the pictures portrayed, which definitely a plus. Can't wait to actually check this thing out. All right, we made it back in record time. No traffic, really. Smooth sailing the whole way back. So now we can actually give this thing a little checking out. So it's got all the factory GT stuff, which is like the lip kit, grill, headlights. It's got the forged wheels. These are actually factory forged. They're not staying on there, but they are cool factory forged wheels. Paint's actually in a lot better shape than I thought it was going to be. And it's got the factory little spoiler on the back. But it ran super, super good. And I like the car in silver as well. The turbo kicks right in. It rips pretty good.
It definitely rips.
But I will say it needs that 6-speed. We're gonna do a 6-speed swap to it. It is a VQ motor, so same as a 350Z, but it's a 3-liter instead of a 3.5, and it's turbocharged.
Burnout video coming soon.
Yeah, I'll kill these tires because they're just smoked. But yeah, super torquey, and definitely has some nut. But super nice on the inside. Not all tore up.
I can't believe it looks so nice in the front.
And the car's only got 40,000 miles on it, so the gas door little pin got stuck. It was working and then it got stuck, so I gotta maybe lube it up a little bit. So I close the gas door again, see what happened there. But it does also have the light up license plates front and rear. So whoever had this car had the glow in the dark license plates that light up, which is super cool.
The headlights are super nice.
The windows are actually factory tinted, so we can't even take them off, which is a bummer. You guys know I don't like tints.
Not for me.
The rear has a mirror tint on it. That is going to come off, so it will match the side tints. But besides that, everything seems to be pretty well in order. We got a little clunk coming out of the suspension. We're gonna throw it on the lift right now and see what the underneath looks like and see if we can find what that clunk is. The GT just does look a lot nicer than the luxury package one, like the one I had. So I know a couple of you guys said don't get rid of the Sima because they thought it was badass, they liked it. And I sold the black one I had, but the reason why I sold it is because I had this one coming.
Bingo.
So that is why we do have a Sima to build. So I got a stack of parts for this thing. I'm gonna go over some of them right now. All right, so we got it up on the lift to give it a nice once over. And so far it's looking really good. We know the tires are absolutely smoked, and we got a little noise coming out of the suspension.
Surprised we made it back from Jersey with that.
I know, that was sketchy to drive. But
very sketchy.
I've driven worse.
Yeah.
So this intercooler setup is for this. So this is an Apexi hybrid in front mount setup that I had bought previously. So I pulled the cover off. We got some little Mises down there. We got to clean that up. And I pulled the front scoop out of here just so we can see what we're working with and how this intercooler setup goes.
Very tight.
A whole lot more is going to have to come off, but we were just getting ideas. So I'm going to throw that stuff back on for now until we dig into that. But I just wanted to start seeing where we stand. But everything else looks extremely clean here.
Very clean. Even this.
There's no rust on anything. It looks real nice, real clean. Nothing's really banged up. And it just looks nice and stock.
Yeah.
This was definitely a good buy. The headlights are in great shape.
I can't believe that.
And this is like dirty from sitting on the boat and everything. I didn't even have to wash this thing, surprisingly. Everything is very clean.
Yeah, well look, see there's dirt, but think when we wash it how clean it's actually going to be.
The hood's got all the factory stuff. It wasn't in no accidents or anything, it seems. The paint all seems original on it.
I think everything is pretty much original.
So we are going to get it up in the air and check out underneath and see what's going on with the suspension and get these tires off and just give it a once over. We got this thing up in the air, checking it out. The lip kit is actually in like mint condition. I can't believe how mint it is. It's immaculate. It's not even scraped up or anything. And we got the light up plate brackets, which we need to find some light up plates for it so the actual license plate glows, which is awesome.
If anyone has,
yeah, if anybody has them, let me know. DJ's got them, but I don't think he's willing to give them up. They're not that cheap, unfortunately. And he's got ones that say 6666 on it.
oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That would be cool. He's definitely not.
No, he ain't giving them up. He got them in California at Nismo Fest for like $125 for the pair.
Oh, fuck.
Those are like $1,500 plates.
So if anyone has any.
But yeah, I need some light up plates. For now, I'm going to take the front one off and just run a regular plate. But it'll be awesome to have. Tires are absolutely smoked and cracked. All the suspension looks nice though. We got a little bit of seepage around the oil pan, nothing major.
Everything else looks clean. There is some surface rust. Nothing structural at all. The exhaust is a little rusty, which that's all getting taken off anyways.
Turbo and downpipe, look how easy it is.
Yeah, look how easy the turbo and downpipe setup is, all right there. So we're gonna do a turbo back exhaust on this. It needs it. Full 3-inch, even if I have to make it myself, if I can't find the stuff, then it's easy enough to make. But everything is nice down here. This tranny doesn't look too bad to get out. We're gonna be ripping this out for a 350Z unit. Clean all this up. I'll take this exhaust shield off, just wire wheel it, repaint it. All this will get cleaned up down here, but the actual frame rails and everything mint. The pinch welds all mint. There's no rust underneath any of the side skirts or anything.
Looks like it's barely ever even been up on a jack.
Yeah, it's actually really clean if you can just get over the little bit of surface rust, which here is nothing. You get a US car on this lift and it's rotted to shit. So I know a lot of the JDM cars I bring over are spotless and don't even have surface rust. This one has a little bit, which is literally nothing. Like all that I'll just clean up. None of this is through. There's no holes anywhere.
It's just a little stuff.
Yeah, it's just surface rust.
Not bad.
This whole exhaust is getting ixnayed anyways. That's going. And the noise I was hearing in the rear is the rear shock completely blown out, which is actually kind of surprising at 40,000 miles, but it is 25 years old.
Oh look, somebody did clean it. Look at the pressure wash marks. Someone did, you see him?
Yeah, it got
someone
clean.
Pressure washed.
It got cleaned before leaving Japan.
Yeah, that's probably
They
what
have
it was.
to. I had to pay an extra $100 for them to pressure wash all the shit off of it to make sure it doesn't bring any grass seeds or anything over, because if here's a little something for you guys. If you don't pay to have your car cleaned, they randomly pull them when they get into the US, and if they have to clean it once it gets to the US, I've heard stories of people having to pay like $700 just to have a company come and hose the truck down. It's usually the little trucks that they do it to. But yeah, just to hose them down, and then they say it's clean. And it could take them weeks to do it. So you're gonna be paying storage the whole time. It's sitting there on top of hundreds of dollars for them to just hose the thing down. So it's like $100 in Japan to have them clean it, the company I deal with. So I pay them the $100. They power wash the bottom of it and call it a day. Don't have to worry about that shit, because it's not worth getting pulled once you're over here.
Oh man.
But overall, not too bad. You know, little surface rust. That's super redeemable. Clean that up, no problem. Everything looks original. It doesn't look like it's been in any accidents. There's no repair marks anywhere, and overall, I'd say it's a solid car. I think it was a good purchase. It's a good base for what we're gonna do to it. Like I said, 6-speed, we got the front mount. We're gonna crank the boost up a little bit, full exhaust. It should sound pretty good. These VQ30 engines are good for like 500 to 600 before taking them apart. So I wouldn't mind making a solid 400 with this thing and just make a tire melter out of it. Should sound pretty good.
Yeah, they sound great.
And yeah, I think once slammed on some wheels and stuff, I think it's really gonna look good. But that is gonna be it, guys. So another port run down. We have a whole lot more coming. Unfortunately, they are not on boats yet, so it's gonna be a little while. But when they do get on boats, it's gonna be a bunch of them at once. So just gonna have like a bunch of them happen. It's all gonna happen at once. Yeah, we're gonna have like 3-4 cars at once come in. So we'll have a bunch of port run videos in a row. But in the meantime, this should keep us busy. We got a bunch of parts for it. We got more parts I gotta go get, and we should have fun with this one. So keep an eye out. We're gonna start working on this ASAP. Like this week, I'm gonna start tearing into it. Do the coils, do the wheels, and do the intercooler setup. That's gonna be the first couple things we're gonna do. But yeah, on that note, if you're not subbed yet, then hit the subscribe button. If you got any questions, write me a comment and shoot me a like so I can get in the YouTube algorithm and other people can see these builds go down. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.